Well, Lily and I have got a little improvising to do. I've been asked by the producer to show you half a dozen things that I like in my yard this time of year. Well, it's getting cold now, and this is my favorite one to start with. This is a morning glory. It's an annual, it's one of the few annuals I grow here, but look at that amazing sky blue color. You're impressed, aren't you? All right, I better let Lily go. There you go, digging a few more holes. What can we say about morning glories? Well, we start them inside probably in March. We cut a little bit of a seed to let the water into the seed, past the seed coat, and then it swells up and they grow pretty quickly. Keep it inside until the frost is gone. And the more you can advance it, the more chance you've got of flowers, because the frost will sometimes get these a little bit too early. Now, what happens to these plants? Well, the frost will get them, the seeds will drop on the ground, and then you'll get new plants coming up. But unfortunately, they don't come up with this color. They come up with a whole range of different colors, from whites to purples, but never this heavenly blue color. And you can see why it's called heavenly blue. I just love that color. Well, this is my second choice. This is, I think, without doubt, my favorite trumpet vine. It's called Indian Summer. And here we are, middle to end of September, still covered in flowers. It's a godsend to the hummingbirds because they absolutely adore it. Can't show any now, but they adore it because they're getting their energy all ready for their big flight south. So nectar from plants like this are really, really important. Trumpet vines are very aggressive though. If you let it go around your house, it could do all kinds of damage to the siding, to the soffitting. We've trained this one, I think I've showed it before, to a tree. There's one single stem. Each year we cut it back to the size of a soccer ball and out it comes, and it will flower longer than any other one I've tried. Well, this next selection is a little bit of a climber, a little bit of a spreader. I'm gonna have to get up here a little bit more and have a closer look. This is the sweet autumn clematis, and it's right on top of our trellis. It will grow right up amongst other plants and find the sunlight. We give it a bit of a competition with this climbing hydrangea on this side. That flowers much earlier, but now in the fall, it really is an excellent looking plant. Sometimes it develops these humps like the Loch Ness Monster, but we do have to hack it back a bit. So it's one of those things that you can't let it get rampant, because it really will get rampant. So that's my choice then, the sweet autumn clematis for a climber. Well, everyone loves hydrangeas. These are a great choice. These are part of a wood hydrangea. But what I want to show you now are the Pinnacle Hydrangeas. There's a whole lot of them on the market, and some like this one, Quickfire. You can see why it's called Quickfire, because the flowers, these are kind of more like a lace cap flower. There's some sterile flowers there. But the petals will go from white to this beautiful pink color. Most of the Pinnacle Hydrangeas will do that. Some will go a really deep color. What I want to show you though is vanilla strawberry, because it's one of my favorites. Well, this is vanilla strawberry. You can see the flower is a much fuller panicled flower. What's wonderful about vanilla strawberry, before it all goes pink, it starts off pink at the bottom and it climbs up. Eventually the whole flower here goes this lovely shade of pink. It is a great plant. Its problem being is that it produces kind of weakish stems, so it tends to want to dip. We've got it kind of grown, woven around a fence there, picket fence, to hold it up. When I come to prune this one, I get rid of all the skinny little stems and just leave the big thick ones, because then next year we'll be able to hold the flowers up a little bit better. Oh, here we have two sides to our summer garden. This is a garden phlox, a summer phlox, and it's finished. And down below, still a lot of flowers to come. Unfortunately, the rain knocked all the petals off. Boy, we had some rain this year. But there are a lot of flowers to come. These anemones, full anemones, come in a range of different colors and sizes. Just up behind me, I have a white one, which is very, very attractive. Really does stand out. But this one will keep on going for another 3 or 4 weeks until that really hard frost stops it in its tracks. Talking about stopping in its tracks, look at next door. This is a bush clover. It is really a bush. It must be 6-7 feet across, 4 or 5 feet high, and it tends to swamp. So I'm very quick to cut that one back, because there are other plants there that need a bit of sunlight. But my goodness, does it make a dramatic splash in this border. Well, this one, if you're not paying attention, you probably miss. So come in here and have a look at this. This is a toad lily. It is a remarkable flower. There are lots of flowers to come. I'm just gonna tilt it a little bit and you can see how intricate these flowers are. Almost orchid-like. Will grow in partial shade quite well. This was a variegated one, but you can't see much. The leaves are a little bit damaged, but the flowers are really quite spectacular. So if you want something interesting in your shade garden, a toad lily is a great choice. Well, my final plant is a brilliant one. It's actually a smallish tree. It's a Heptacodium myconoides, and you'll know it as the Seven Suns flower. It is a very interesting all-season plant. If you just look at the bark now, it's got this white exfoliating bark. Now, it's already flowered. We're getting towards the end of September, but what happens to the flowers, if you look very closely, the white flowers have fallen off and there's these little fingers of red sticking out. Those are actually the sepals. They're the coverings of the flower buds. And they're small, they open up, the flowers come out, and what happens now is those sepals elongate and go red. So you get a double whammy from this tree. Now there is a smaller variety, only gets to about 8-9 feet tall. It's got the name Temple of Bloom. It does exactly what this does, but in a much smaller form. And every year, if I get a chance, I will promote this wonderful tree. So as always, if you've got any questions about gardening, come and visit us at Greystone Gardens. I'd be delighted to see you.